Hey everyone, Scott here from Classic Elite, and today I am going to talk about R.I.P.D, the game for the PC. It's also available on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It was developed by Old School Games and published by Atlus. I guess the easiest way I can describe this game is it's a third-person shooter with only the multiplayer available. The gameplay is really straightforward. You just have to kill all of the enemies in a few consecutive waves to ultimately find the one dead guy that you're there to arrest. When you get there, you have the option to either kill this dead guy or arrest them, but either way, you are going to get the gold that you need to upgrade your items. While you're in the middle of a match, you also start to gain abilities. You gain abilities by killing enemies, which fills up an ability meter at the top of the screen. These abilities start off really small with things like locking an enemy in place, and then getting really awesome, like giving you the ability to throw down a turret or put a bunch of glass or ice shards through the surrounding enemies. The health is handled in a pretty standard fashion as far as shooters are concerned, but there is an interesting mechanic with a timer. You can't ever have the timer hit 0. If you die, there's a penalty against your timer, and if you complete a wave, you get a pretty big boost in the amount of time that you have left. The game brings the ability to place bets against your teammate, so you can wager on who's going to have the most headshots, for example. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to comment on the betting system because I haven't had any luck getting a quick match to happen. I can get a solo match started with a custom game, but whenever I look to try to find someone else to play with, I haven't had any luck. For the first several days, the servers would just search and search and search and not find anybody, and now the option is grayed out and I can't even look for a quick match. Hopefully that'll be repaired. I'm not sure if it will be or not. This is the PC version, so maybe this isn't an issue on PlayStation or Xbox 360. So a bit related to the co-op is actually the character selection. In this game, you can only choose between Ryan Reynolds' character of Nick or Jeff Bridges' character of Roy. Also, while selecting a character, you'll be able to figure out which guns that you'd like to take into the match, and also which boost you'd want to purchase for the next game. These boosts are called Consumables, and you can only have one of them active at a time, and also they're only active for one game. So if you like the ability that you gain from the consumable, you'll have to purchase it again in order to have it active for that next game. As far as controls are concerned, I think the controls work really well. I like both the mouse and keyboard and the controller. Now, I haven't played it on 360 or on PlayStation 3, but I have to imagine that it's probably just as good as it is on the PC. And when it comes to actually playing the game, there were some things that I didn't really care for, and unfortunately really hindered the experience for me. The first one has to be variety. There just wasn't a lot of variety sort of across the board, whether it was enemies or stages or weapons. I just wish that there would have been maybe a few more choices. And going back to the characters, there are only 2 characters that you have an opportunity to select from. The game also gets pretty repetitive. And that brings me to my biggest issue with the game, and it's that the matches just felt like they took too long. I would say that my average match was between about 20 and 25 minutes, and with the kind of variety that they had and the repetition, it just started to be tedious to get to the end of the stage of the event. Overall, I would have to say that I couldn't quite get into this game, but if it looks interesting to you, you can get it on PC, Xbox 360, or PlayStation 3. If you've enjoyed my review, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I want to thank you very much for watching.